Imagine a ship lost at sea centuries ago, still sailing the phantom currents of our forgotten past. What if the echoes of its crew, trapped in a watery grave, still whisper tales from the deep? The ocean hides more than just its depths. It conceals secrets, tragedies, and the spectral echoes of those who never truly left. What if the forgotten ships of America's past still roam the waters, their spectral crews forever reenacting their final, terrifying moments? Join us as we dive into America's most chilling maritime mysteries, exploring the spectral vessels and lingering spirits that refuse to abandon their final voyage. Our first stop is the treacherous waters off Hatteras, North Carolina, known as the Graveyard of the Atlantic. It's here that one of America's most famous ghost ships, the Carol Deering, met its mysterious end. In January 1921, this majestic five-masted schooner was found hard aground on Diamond Shoals, completely deserted. The sails were set. A meal was seemingly prepared in the galley, but the crew, the captain, and even the ship's cat were gone without a trace. The lifeboats were missing, and the ship's logbook and navigation equipment had vanished. Theories ranged from mutiny to piracy, even to paranormal events linked to the Bermuda Triangle, but no definitive answer has ever been found. To this day, sailors and lighthouse keepers report seeing a phantom schooner with all 5 masts sailing silently through the fog. Off Hatteras, its ghostly form a constant reminder of the 11 men who vanished into the ocean's unforgiving embrace. Is it the Carol Deering, forever sailing in search of a port it will never reach? The silent, empty decks hold a secret that the Atlantic refuses to give up. Next, we sail west to the Great Lakes, a freshwater system with a surprisingly dark and stormy history. Here, the legend of the Flying Dutchman of Lake Superior has been terrifying sailors for over a century. In November 1902, the Bannockburn, a massive steel steamship laden with grain, vanished during a severe storm. It was last seen by the captain of another vessel, who reported it sailing strong before a blizzard descended. The ship and its 21 crew members were never seen again. Wreckage eventually washed ashore, but the main hull was never located. Yet, the story doesn't end there. For decades, sailors have reported seeing the spectral image of the Bannockburn plowing through the waves, often appearing during storms or thick fog. They say you can see its running lights cutting through the mist, the silhouette of a ship that should be resting at the bottom of the lake. Some accounts even mention seeing ghostly figures on its deck, forever manning their posts. It's said that seeing the Bannockburn is a terrible omen, a warning of an impending storm or disaster. It's a phantom vessel, trapped in a loop, forever battling the storm that claimed it. From the freshwater seas, we head to sunny California, to the port of Long Beach. Here, a ship that served in World War II now serves as a floating hotel and museum, but its past life refuses to stay quiet. I'm talking about the RMS Queen Mary. This legendary ocean liner is considered one of the most haunted places in the world, with a history that includes transporting thousands of soldiers during the war, as well as a tragic collision that split a smaller vessel in two. The Queen Mary has accumulated a vast collection of spectral residents. Visitors and staff report a staggering amount of paranormal activity. The apparition of a young sailor, who was tragically killed in the engine room, is often seen. The ghosts of 2 children are heard playing and laughing near the first-class swimming pool, where they are said to have drowned. In stateroom B340, a notoriously active cabin, objects move on their own, faucets turn on and off, and a dark, menacing figure has been seen by countless guests. The Queen Mary isn't just a ship. It's a vertical city of spirits, each with a story to tell. Every creak of the old wood, every shadow in a long corridor could be a remnant of its long and dramatic history, a permanent passenger on its eternal voyage. Our journey now takes us back to the East Coast, to the historic city of Baltimore, Maryland. Anchored in the inner harbor is a warship with a distinguished career and a haunted reputation. The USS Constellation, this sloop of war, the last sailing warship designed by the U.S. Navy, has seen its share of history since its launch in 1854. But it has the spirits of those who served aboard her that seem to linger. The most famous ghost is that of Carl H. Bailey, a sailor who was executed by the sword aboard the ship for dereliction of duty. His ghost is said to haunt the orlop deck, the very place he met his end. Visitors and paranormal investigators have reported hearing disembodied whispers, feeling cold spots, and even seeing a full-bodied apparition of a uniformed sailor who vanishes when approached. Some claim to have been touched by an unseen hand or have heard the faint sound of a fife playing a mournful tune. The spirit of a former captain is also said to make his presence known, still commanding his ship from the afterlife. The USS Constellation stands as a proud monument to naval history, but for those who listen closely, it also serves as a timeless vessel for souls who have never left their post. Finally, we traveled to the Pacific Northwest, to the chilly waters of the Puget Sound. Here, the story of the Valencia is a haunting tale of tragedy and spectral persistence. In 1906, the steamship SS Valencia, en route from San Francisco to Seattle, ran aground off the coast of Vancouver Island in a violent storm. For 36 agonizing hours, the ship was battered by waves as rescue attempts failed. Over 100 people perished in the icy water, a horrific tragedy witnessed from the shore. But the horror didn't end when the ship finally sank. 4 years afterward, local fishermen and coastal residents reported seeing a phantom ship, its lights blazing, appearing in the area where the Valencia went down, often during storms. More chillingly, lifeboats filled with skeletal figures had been reported drifting in the fog. In one instance, a lifeboat from the Valencia was found in a sea cave years later, containing the skeletons of its occupants. Even decades after the wreck, reports of eerie lights and ghostly apparitions near the graveyard of the Pacific persist. The Valencia and her passengers seem caught in a spectral reenactment of their final, terrifying moments, a chilling maritime echo that refuses to fade. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, from the Great Lakes to the sunny ports of California, these ghost fleets sail on. They are more than just stories whispered by sailors. They are echoes of history, tragedy, and the human spirit's refusal to be forgotten. The Carolina, the Bannockburn, the Queen Mary, the Constellation, and the Valencia is a monument to a past that is very much alive, albeit in a different realm. These ships and their spectral crews are a testament to the ocean's power to hold on to its secrets and its souls. They remind us that for some, the final voyage never truly ends. The next time you're near the water, listen closely. You might just hear the whisper of a sea shanty on the wind, or see the flicker of a lantern from a ship that set sail long, long ago. Thank you so much for joining us on this dive into America's forgotten maritime haunt. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more explorations of history. As most fascinating mysteries, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, stay curious.